Hello, I'm Czardus. Grab some coffee, sit back, and chill as we build in Anno 117 Pax Romana. So we are back in here. This is part 2 of my beginner's guide series, and if you have not seen part 1 yet, then go and check that out. And today we are going to continue to build up on this island, but we're also going to start settling other islands. I want to really get moving on that because we have our one competitor over here, Dorian, and at some point he's going to start expanding as well. So we want to beat him to that. Plus, we need lavender before we can get our soap for our plebeians. And for lavender, we need fertility on the island, which we do not have here. Before we move to explore or to settle more islands, I want to look at diplomacy. And what I want to see is in here, I'm clicking on Dorian. I want to compare to Dorian. And you can see our navy is just a little bit stronger because we have the one trade ship, really. That's all that makes that difference, I think. Defensive power, we're equal. And economic power is the key one right now. Based on global income, we're making a lot more money than Dorian, so we should be able to expand and not worry too much about Dorian expanding right away, which means what I want to do is I want to go ahead, and we have two options here. We have this island, which I really want to have long term because it is bigger. It has well, it's just bigger. It'll be great for expanding our populations and stuff like that. It does have fertility for lavender, but I'm not going to worry about that yet. I want instead to come here and try to get this one for two reasons. One, it's cheaper, and two, it also has olives. So we're going to come here and make this purely a farming island, and that is the plan. So we're going to go ahead and get our ship. We can already afford to expand here, and we're going to tell the ship to come here. And just really quick, I want to double check. We have a couple of different options for where we put the port. We can go here, we can go here, or we can go over here. Now this one theoretically would be the easiest to defend if we had the port there, but I think this one will be better because if we look right over this way, that will be the path that our ships take right through here. You know what? As I'm looking at this, maybe this would be better because this is the path. Which island is ours? This one here. So they're going to come straight here. I think we'll actually put the port in here because what we can eventually do is we can get something out here and a pier out here and put a gunship or something. And we could just put a couple gunships right in the front to defend it if we need to. But okay, so that ship is going to come over here. I'm unpausing for now, and we're also going to really focus on letting the game run a little bit so that we build up that income or get more money in here as well, because we're going to spend, I think it was about 12,000 denarii to purchase this island, and that's going to put us down to about 2,000. And then we're also going to have a 50 denarii per minute hit for having another island. So that's something to keep in mind as well. Okay, another thing I just thought of as our ship is approaching here, we have the pirates are over here, and we have a trade ship going. So what I want to do is, if we can, I want to come in here and we can get a military ship built once we have one more rope. And I want to do that so that we can start to defend our trade. And I think I'll just have it escort the trade ship as well. What we could have done is we could have made it handle the trade itself, but I think having the escort will be good. But for now, we're going to come in here and we can go ahead and click on this and we can build the trading post. So I got a achievement for that, so that's good. But basically, we want to come in here and we want to build another island here, or get building on the island. And what I want to do, we're going to want the fertility, and we need lumber. We're going to do lumber right here. So what I want is we'll bring this path up like this. And then I want a road here. We can't afford that because we don't have the lumber. But if we bring it this way and plan that we will have a bridge. Let's see where we have our river slops too. Where do we have them? Let's see, we can go to clay. That'll show them. Okay, so they're on these rock formations, so we don't want to settle on those. We can plan for the bridge to be here then. So like that will be our bridge spot. So let's go ahead and bring the road down like that. And then we can take this back out and just have a nice curve there. And the reason I want that there is because we're going to get a market in here. But before we do that, let's go ahead and get some houses so that we can get a little bit of construction going. We don't have any lumber, but we do have 35 workforce here. So we're going to go ahead and get the lumber going right away, and they just won't have a house, I guess. But if we put this out over here, we might be able to get 2 lumber things going. 1, 2, that should be good. And then we can bring the road here. Here, that's going to cut in a tiny bit to that one, but that's okay. And then we can come over here and we'll get 2 sawmills. So that should immediately get some lumber going over here. We're going to station the flagship here just because this is kind of vulnerable, but they're not going to bother too much. But let's come back over here to our main island and go ahead and get our ship building. So we have a bankruptcy warning because we are out of money, but we do have a positive balance, so I'm not too worried here. This is just a little thing to tell us that we are in debt. Okay. You are in debt. If your debt ramps up, they may do that. I understand and wish to continue. We're fine. We're going to be fine. Yeah, it'll be fine. Okay, so we're starting to generate the wood here, so we're going to go ahead and build these. So what I did is I right-clicked and went to upgrade to get the little icon, and we're just upgrading all of these, and then they will start to produce the little bit of income that we get from this island. And that does not show me the income for this island itself, but that's all right. If we click on the income, then we get this one, so we can come here and see Euphoria has all of that. If we go to governance, we should be able to see our balance. Yeah, we are currently losing 74 on this island, whereas on Meliora, we're making a little bit of money. And overall, we are making 98, which, again, is not a great number, but it is better than nothing. Now, our ship has completed, so now we have this one, a pentaconter, with a couple of slots for modifications, and, more importantly, it has the ship archers, so it can do a little bit there. We can put a captain on here, which would be interesting, and we can tell it its stance. But what I want it to do is I want to, let's see here, escort. This is our ship, I believe. Nope, this is a different ship. What ship is that? You are. Okay, Diana. Nice to see you, Diana. I want to end that action. And where is my ship? You're Valeria. Where is my ship? Here it is. It's all the way over here right now. So what I want to do is come in here to my ship, and I want to get this one, and we're going to come down here to the menu here and go to escort, and then click on that. So that is now escorting that ship, and we'll just keep it on that, and we can make sure that will help keep that trade route protected. Now these guys should be buying stuff, which is really good to see. Yep, she completed a trade. Very good. And that is giving us better income, which I love to see. Now, back to this town. We are getting more timber coming in. Let's go ahead and get that in place. And then we'll go ahead and build a market. So we'll come back here to Liberty People, and we want a market right here. Go ahead and just put that there. That will cost some money, but we will start to see income from it as well. Now, I want to leave that open. I'm hoping that we can now get this bridge built. Yep. We can bring it straight down to this area. And the reason I want to do that is I want to put some of the stuff over here. We have a shortage of workers here. Why do we have a shortage of workers? Well, we better get more workers here. What are they mad about? Let's pause for a moment and see. They have everything they need. Yes, okay, stop talking. Let's see here. Yeah, you should be fine, but we'll go ahead and get more workers in here. And I want to just keep them kind of near town, I think. Go ahead and just get another block of SIPs here. And that should help that. For now, let's come back over here and continue developing here. So I wanted to come down here because I want the fishing to take place over here. So we'll get that there. We will need to build a warehouse for this island then. And I think what I'll do is just put a warehouse like right here. And that'll be responsible for a lot of stuff down here, which we can get some more timber going here. And then we can get more fish as well. Then what we want to do right now is we're going to focus on getting them, the workforce, everything they need to start. And so what I want, we've got the warehouse here. Eventually we're going to need another warehouse on this island. Where like, I think what we'll do is we'll come down this way. And then we can get one more warehouse, not a residence. I want a warehouse here. And that will be for farms, which will come over here. And we will go ahead and get an oat farm to start. Because again, we're just trying to get as much as we can for them. And we're just going to do one long path there. And then we'll do the porridge stand, which I'm just checking the processing time. It's a 1-to-1 ratio. So we can put this right across the street. So that will get the porridge done. And then we have the sardines coming in here. Of course, we're spending a lot of money on this island now. But we do have food being produced. So they are happy with that. They will get their porridge soon. And then we need a pub here. Go ahead and I want to rotate this. And we'll put it here. And then let's get some more houses in. And then get roads around each of those. Yeah, we can just go like that. That should be fine. That should get a lot of people working here and quite happy. And then the last thing they're going to need is turnips and Pilius. Now, I think both of those chains just need workers. Yep. So we can do those just fine. Fire in Meloria. Okay, we've got the fire department pretty close here, I think. I mean, they're coming pretty quick. So that'll be fine. I'm not too worried. We're getting a lot of good trade going on here. And let's check on this escort here. Yep, they are pretty good. Ooh, research complete. Let's go ahead and come in here and decide what to do next. We're doing wells next. We've got that already scheduled. So that is good. Now, I'm going to slow back down for a moment and think through what we're going to do next. We're going to do turnips. So we need a hemp farm. Put that here. And then we'll get the hemp in. About the same size. Look at that. Okay, so, and then the production is 1 minute. 1 minute. Again, we'll just put this right across the street. Like that. So that should get that going. And then Pilius, we need sheep. And then we can do that. Beautiful. Okay, so we'll do the sheep here. And once again, just do right straight back. That goes 30 seconds, and that is 1 minute. So we should be fine getting just one of these in here. Okay, so that should give the workers everything they need to be happy on this island. And hopefully we will have an okay balance here. So I want this island. Yeah, we're losing 98, mostly due to the upkeep of our production buildings, which I assume will be the warehouses. Actually, no, that is all of those. So the warehouse falls under... Oh, no, it should be infrastructure. There we go. Yeah, they're there. So it's really, yeah, just the production building. So we're going to come in here, though, and make sure that we're here. All goods we want to sell. I think we'll do the same thing that we did before. 50, 50. Although I think the other island might be set to 25. Let's check that. This one. And yep, 25, 25. We're going to go ahead and do that here, too. And then pretty soon we're going to work on trade between the two islands. I want all goods. 25. Okay, gotta change the minimum stock first. 25. 25. There we go. So ships will start to come here to trade as well. And that is good to know. Now, we could get a shipyard. I don't want to do that yet. I want... some point we want to get some military here just to protect this as well. We could work on a production chain of weapons, which I think will be useful at some point in the future because we will want to get more of a navy to protect our trade. Ruins are being rebuilt. We're rebuilt? Oh, these ones. Okay, yeah, our own ruins. Very good, that's fine. I thought that they were repairing ruins on something else, but we can get another ship going, which that does cost the money. I think we might actually be able to go without a military ship for now because we're kind of far away from the pirates and it should be a relatively safe route. But there isn't too much I want to be producing here yet, other than we have the workforce now. We should be able to go ahead and get the lavender going, which was the whole point of this island, and we'll do that over here as well. That needs tiles though, so there we go. That is one thing we want to do. Tiles are going to require plebeians, so I don't want to do them on this island. How are we doing production of tiles here? Well, let's come in here and we can see actually that we can see that up here. Production, I want to come down. Clay, we are producing a surplus right now. Actually, no, we're not doing a surplus. We are doing a surplus of tiles, though. And so we have +1 tiles on all of that. That should be good. And we have currently 31. So what we're going to do is we will go ahead and get a new ship going. And it's going to create, where we're going to end up creating a trade route that is going to take tiles from here and deliver them over here, because that will be a key building supply that we want to have on this island without trouble, because we're going to need that to be able to build. And maybe we don't need it that badly, but I think it would be worthwhile because we are going to want to have enough here. So I think I do want to increase our tile production, just because I think that will be worthwhile. Plus, I want to start to move our wood production. So we're going to end up having multiple trade routes between these islands. But for now, we're going to come over here and we're going to get more ships coming. Ooh, are you going to buy anything? Do we have anything in surplus? We do. We have got wood. They probably don't need wood, but we'll see. See if they did. Completed a trade. I don't really know what they bought, but they bought something. Okay, so then we're going to get more wood going, like I said. And what I want to do is bring a road right in here. And we will bring a road this way. I wonder if we could go all the way that way. But for now, we'll just come in here and get 2 of these. 100% here. 90%, 100% there. So those are both producing, and then we can get 2 more sawmills here. So we're going to get a lot of lumber, produced here. That will be very good. And back over here on Meliora, now that we have 2, we will be able to get rid of the 2 that we have here as soon as we can set up our trade route. And I think what we'll do is we'll just, the first trade route we get, we'll just handle shipping the tiles over there and then bringing wood back over here. And then we'll be able to expand over here and get rid of the forest. And also we'll get more workers that we will be able to upgrade their homes and get more plebeians. That will be great. Okay, empty coffers. It's trying to get me to have a trade treaty with somebody, but to do that, we would have to come over here, and I don't think Dorian's going to want to do one. Yeah. So we're not going to bother with that. Or can we dismiss this? We can. Nope, that just opens it. I don't want this here, but okay, it's just going to have to stay there. Don't want to click on it either. Okay, ship construction completed. So we're going to pause for a moment so that we can come into trade. And we're going to create a new route here to here. And Meliora, we are going to assign a ship to the route. Okay, fine. We will get this one. Nope. This is our brand new one. Okay, and then we're going to load in Meliora. We're going to load tiles. And we're going to unload them in Euphoria and load timber and unload there. So anything over 25 should now get delivered between these 2. Oats. Yeah, that's fine. She wants to buy oats so that it can continue. Okay, so that is our first trade route. And now that we have that, we can go ahead and come in here and demolish this one. And just want to make sure I'm clicking on the right things. This is the sawmill. Very good. We're going to demolish this one. And then we're going to find the other sawmill, which I think we put over here. That's charcoal. Where did we... it's up here. Demolish this one and this one. Okay, so now we don't have any wood production on this island. We have 16 in our farmer workforce, so we can go ahead and upgrade a little bit. Oh, they don't want to upgrade. You do. Okay, you do want to upgrade. Very good. We'll just get a few of these upgraded. There we go. That should be good. That will increase our income on this island. And then here we've got enough workers that we should be able to get the tiles going as soon as... Or not the tiles, the lavender going, which I want to just put the lavender fields right in here. And here comes the tiles. We've got 4 tiles here, which hopefully will be enough that we can get our lavender going. We need 2. So we can get 2 lavender farms now. Go ahead and get 1 here. It needs 180 squares of land. We don't want to go too far. We can go this far. It's 168, and then we can come out this way. Should be good. And then we can get 1 more here. Same thing. A ton of land for this. Go like that. So that should now produce lavender. It's going to go pretty slow, but it will be worthwhile. Now, the other things we can do, we could get the pigs here too. Rendering will require plebeians, though. So if we do, and for charcoal, we have to do plebeians too. If we do the pigs here, then we're going to have to ship them to the other island, which we do need. We need a lot of pigs. I think pigs will be a pretty big one. So I think we will do that. Let's go back to the other island, and as soon as we can, we will get another trade ship going. So we need 3 more sails. Sorry, 3 more ropes. Okay, so something important has come up, and we have an abandoned residence here. They did not get enough goods. I'm not really sure what they're missing because everybody else is happy, but it did happen. And so now we are going to, I think what I'll do is I'm just going to rebuild it because that seems to make the most sense to me. It might have come back on its own. I'm really not sure, honestly, but for 1 wood, just rebuilding it is fine with me. And there should be enough resources being generated. We've got, 1 of each of these. Yeah, I mean, we've got sardines. That is fine. In fine stock, we've got porridge. That's fine. We've got, tunaps, pileus. They have everything they need. I'm not really concerned about that. But it is what it is. What is a little bit more concerning is that here we've got a really slow repair going on. So I'm going to go ahead and do instant repair. It's going to cost some wood and stuff, but we'll go ahead and do these and get them back. Now we have a shortage in the workforce after all. So we're going to go ahead and get a little bit more residences going. We'll put them over here because we have this very lovely public service over here. So eventually we're going to want more houses over on this side. Like I said, we'll go ahead and get them here. It's going to mess up my grid a little bit, but that's okay. It will be just fine, and that will get more people in here and hopefully solve that worker shortage. All right, and we have enough supplies that we can get our trade ship going. It's going to require some workforce, and we'll go ahead and get another block of homes going. We're going to go ahead and copy this and put that right there. Did get one in a spot that we don't really need it, but that should be fine. They can all get moved in, and then that will be really good. Over here in Euphoria, we should have some lavender sitting around. We do. We have Sips lavender ready to be delivered to the other island, and we still have workers. So I'm going to go ahead and start getting our pigs going. So we'll come back down here, and we want several pig farms. Now, people don't want to be by the pig farms, and it will lower the health. So we want to put these pretty much by themselves if we can. Maybe over here. It's going to have a pretty big area of effect. And I guess we will put it back in here. I want to as far away from town as we can go, which we might have to get another warehouse for that. Warehouses, as a reminder, take 6 gold to maintain. That won't be too bad. We'll go ahead and bring this road, not there, but say bring it at an angle out this way. Maybe like that. And then way over here we can get a warehouse. And then we'll start putting some pig farms here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pigsties for that one. And that will generate at 30 seconds. Let's get a couple of these going. They're going to need more tiles though, so we have to wait for tiles to be delivered. But that does get pigs going, which will be good. Now, I believe it said that we are at tier 3, Major Colonia. So we've now unlocked our city watch to fight unrest. We probably won't need it, but we'll go ahead and build. It doesn't fit here. I was hoping to get it right there, but we can put it over here, and I think that'll be a good spot right by the villa. It'll make sense to have the city watch there. Go ahead and do that, and that is going to make our not the prestige, but it's going to impact happiness. Here we go. So happiness is in great shape right now, so we're going to leave that alone and not worry about it too much. Military, yeah, none of that got any upgrades for what we can build. We did get another delivery of tiles out here though, so we can get another pig farm going. And our ship just finished getting constructed. That's really great. We're going to go ahead and we need to get 2 more of these in. So we'll put 1 this way. There we go. So now we've got 2 pig farms out here. One of my routes has a minor issue. What is the issue? Not enough, we don't have the tiles. So we do need to get more tiles going, but for now we're just gonna leave that. Now I wonder, we could load We could have it doing multiple things. Oh, you know what? Maybe we do that. Let's do that. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to load. There's nothing that we really want to load here, actually. We want to load back in Euphoria. We're going to load up timber and unload, and then do a shipment of well, no, we'll just keep it on. Oh no, we don't want that, because we're delivering it to, we're already delivering that, so we don't want to do that. What we could do is we could have this one do the lavender, unload, and then we can get this on pigs as well. So actually we didn't need that other ship for trade routes. Let's see, do we want a different, oh here, we have to click establish. That'll be fine. Let's see, they want clay. We could start bringing clay over there if we get enough. This one, no trade rights there. How about you? What do you want? You offer lavender. You want pigs. Okay, so we're going to get another ship that is going to deliver pigs there, which probably won't have much missing street connections. This is abandoned again. Oh, that's why it didn't work. We built these too close. Interesting. So we just have an open space here. Although, yep, we have an open space there. All right, well, that's fine. No big deal there. But we're going to get more tiles here eventually, and I think we're going to really ramp up the pig production, because I do want to come in here and we're going to go ahead and create a new route from Euphoria to this one, and we're going to put our new ship, this one, on there, and in Euphoria it will load up on any extra pigs and it will sell them there. Establish that route. And yeah, this one, island storage, it's not happy that it is having trouble loading up on stuff. And I'm also a little concerned that it's going to be mad that I don't have enough cargo slots. But we have 3 cargo slots on this ship, so it can do all 3 of those just fine. We did get another shipment of tiles, so we're going to get a couple more pig farms going. And I want to bring the road out this way for now. And then I think what we'll do, we have enough to build 2 of these. Just come in here and get all of that, and then rotate it this way. And then we're going to get a lot of things here. A lot of pigs going. That gives us 4 pig things. How many pig things do we have here? Pig farms. We have... Actually, we don't have any on this island. Very good. So that will be our first pig production. That'll be... So delivering pigs over to here, and then we'll be able to make sandals and soap with them. But what I do want to do right away is I want to get more tiles going. That is going to be a pretty big deal. And I think we'll go ahead and put this over here. And then get this road to be as straight as we can there. Connected there. Do we make it to the warehouse? We don't make it to the warehouse. So we will leave that, and we are going to create the tiler, and this one will be close enough to the warehouse. Put that here. So this will deliver directly to the tiler, which will then go to the warehouse, and that should be fine. And that will increase our production. What is the time on that? 30 seconds. That is 1 minute. Yeah. So that should be good. How are we doing on charcoal? We've got 29 charcoal in supply. So that should be okay too. We can look at a little closer at that. This one, yeah, it's still a little bit of an issue with that. I'm a little bit thinking that I want to get another ship on there, but I'm not sure yet. I do want to come in here and check how many pigs do we have. 30. So we are doing a lot, and actually we don't need the pigs at all. So I'm going to come down here and I'm going to say the minimum stock will be 0, and we can sell above, well, let's say above 25 So what that will do, oh look, we discovered wells. So let's take a break from talking about that. Let's pause the game and let's decide what we're going to do next. Now, market forces, this will expand the range of the markets. That would be useful. Or we can come over here and we could do warehouse, which will increase that. Or we could like work, yeah, we could work that way for that. Depot would allow us to have more maximum storage, which we don't really need that. Trading post will allow more trading. Let's go ahead and do that. We can get more loading ramps and stuff like that. We'll get that one going. And the nice thing about the wells is that we can build them on this island without too much difficulty. We can go ahead and get one there. We'll get one here. That will increase the fire safety on this island a little bit, which we're already in a pretty good spot on it. It does take a little bit of tiles, so that is one thing. But here we do have a negative amount of fire safety, so getting wells here is going to make a really big difference. And really just spreading them all over the place should help a lot. Here it's not going to make as big of a deal. Here it will. And then we'll get one more right there. Now our fire safety is in really good shape here, which I really like that. I like how this version of Anno has research. I think that is going to be very useful. Trade balance, we are having a really good trade balance, which is going to be really impacting our economy. And speaking of that, we could come in here and now we could see economic power is significantly better than Dorian at this point. Defensive power, we are weaker. He's been building defense. Navy power, we are stronger. I think we probably should focus a little on defense as well. So defense, we're going to come in to military here. And first thing I want to do is weapons trade. And we should be able to do that here. Oh, we have a shortage of workers again. So are we not producing enough? Yeah, we are having trouble. The market is not getting over here. So let's go ahead and see. The market should be spreading pretty far, but let's go ahead and we'll put another market over here. Put that there. And we'll get a pub out this way too. And then we'll bring a road this way. And this road will come out like that and leave a little space for other stuff there. But that should provide the service here and make them happier and keep that workforce in a good spot. Then we can come back and work on our military. So what we want to do is go to weapons, and then we want to get an iron mine. Iron mines need to go in the mountains, and we have a mountain slot here or there. We don't have any over there. That would have been convenient. We do have one like way over there, which we could just do this all over here. Would be fine, but we have multiple slots here. I think what we'll do is we'll start here. We'll get that there. Then we need to connect this. So where is our nearest road? We have a road here. Where can we get a bridge nicely? That wants to come down. There we go. We've got a road here. We're going to bring it straight out like that. Okay, now we want to come in, and what else do we need here? Military. We're going to need a smelter. That can go out here. And actually, we could get 2 of these. That's going to have fire safety issues. Let's do a couple of things here. We want a road. I'm going to put a road here. And then we can get 2 of these here. Gonna need more charcoal, so let's go ahead and put a charcoal burner there. That will supply the charcoal for both of those. We're gonna need 1 more for the weaponsmith. which we will also put over here. So the weaponsmith is going to have plus the income and minus the fire safety. We actually want that in town. But the other thing is we're going to need a warehouse here. So we'll put that here, and that should get all of that in there, and then we can get one more charcoal here. And that should provide all the charcoal we need for that. And then let's go ahead and we'll put a well here. It's not going to be enough to bring this fire safety better. Let's go ahead and put a city watch here, and that will be a nice little thing for the fire safety. Okay. Then we will go ahead and come back to military, and we'll get a weaponsmith in town. Oh man, this would have been a great spot for it. What do we have here? This is a market. I want to move the market just barely. And then we're going to move this well over there. And then we should be able to get this in here. Yep. Put that there. And that actually lowered the income. But it should eventually increase the income. It's going to cost money. Okay, yes, I've been building for a while. Thank you for letting me know that. Fire safety, I am a little concerned about. So let's see where else we could get a well that would have an impact. Could get one down here. Oh, we could get one over here. Put that, I want it angled differently. There we go. And we can get one over here. Can get one back over here. And we are short on workers. So we need to get more houses as well. Let's go ahead and put some houses in here. Could have, we'll come out this way. And we'll bring a road like that. Yeah, actually, no. We're going to undo that road. And instead, bring it around like that. Just to get a little bit tighter. Now we have just the right amount of workforce. We do have a lot more fire safety issues. I didn't want to click on that. I want to see, yeah, we've got the bread. I think that was bread. This one, the bakery. Where do we have a bakery? So we have a bakery here. That's going to increase income by 2 though. So it's worth having. I think we just deal with this fire safety. It's not going to be too bad. I think it'll be fine. So one problem is that we are not connected to a warehouse with this. Although no, it shows we go all the way down here. Okay, it just needed to be delivered. Excellent. So we are now producing weapons, which is great. We can come into our military now, and we can start to build military related things without too much worry. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to get a wooden palisade built, which is going to require a little bit of work over here. I think what we'll do is we'll actually move this well, which will impact, actually it should be fine over there. And then we can come in here, we can get our palisade here. And I want to bring it right like that. It's going to use a lot of lumber for this process. Our trade, though, which way are we taking the lumber? The lumber is loading in Euphoria. Perfect. That is what we want. We should have like a surplus of lumber here. We do. And that's already being delivered. We've got a lot of good trade going. Our economy is thriving. I'm very pleased. And at some point, we'll get enough money to get that other island settled as well. But we've got the military going. We've got the palisade started. And honestly, I think this is a great spot for us to stop this episode. So I hope you have found this very useful. We will have one more episode in this 3-part beginner's guide series for Anno 117. And make sure that if you want to see that, you hit that subscribe button, or if it's available, click on the video now. It will be the next one if it's out already. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you next time. Take care.